Yo, what's up, people? This is Chris Rivers, and shouts to Ill Will, the illest in the UK. The journalism is on point, just like this gap I got right here. You see the tongue? That's how he be flipping and killing it. Thank you. Love.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Ill Will, aka the Boy Wonder, out here in New York, and I'm joined by another special guest. And this man has been making a lot of noise as of late. What's up, Chris Rivers?
Yes. How you feeling, my brother?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling so awesome. It hurts.
Yeah?
Yeah, it hurts to feel this good.
Didn't we just coin something just a moment ago?
Yeah.
You decided to chew some gum?
Yeah. You say I'm not a player. I just chew a lot.
That's right. Colgate, we're coming for you.
Colgate ad right here. Right here. It's all about the spaces.
I want my publishing. All right?
15% right here.
Okay. So let's jump straight into it. Dude, you have been making a lot of noise recently.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing freestyles left, right, and center. You are one lyrical motherfucker.
Oh, thank you.
No, for real. Like, I know that your father is Big Pun, but surely that didn't just get passed down. You must have done some sort of training, like reading or some shit. Like, explain how the hell that even, you went from being a kid to now being this lyrical wizard that everyone's talking about, including Sway.
Oh man, it a lot of people think I found my dad's rhyme book, stuff like that, or he trained me. Like, a lot of people forget he passed when I was 6, so like I didn't really get to learn from him and stuff like that. But I guess like it's got to be in my DNA or genetic code, or just because rhyming a lot is in the way that we think. So he probably passed that down. But realistically, I mean, I have to give it up a lot to the fact that I was a bit of a nerd growing up. Like, I was really into anime and reading books and astronomy and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to read dictionaries just out of interest and encyclopedias and stuff like that. But that expanded my vocabulary. And I guess now as I'm 21 now, and as I grow more as an adult and I become more aware of the world, just my vast vernacular, it allows me to depict the world in certain ways that people haven't yet. So all that and all the syllable combined and stuff, like, that's just me being a nerd. Like, I have fun doing it. Like, all the tedious, like, you gotta line up every syllable and make sure it rhymes and like all that. Yeah, it's just fun.
You're only 21.
Yeah, I'm 21. 22 in November, so.
Man, that makes me feel bad. Shit. I wish I'd accomplished half of the shit that you did at 21. Fuck.
Man. No, come on.
No, I'm good. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna be twice your age and my hair won't be like that, so it's okay.
All right, cool. I'll keep my
You got that.
my hair is winning right now. So yeah, you say that you did a lot of reading and everything, and you have fun with putting the words together.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, I mean, I've heard Eminem talk about it a lot of times. Like, it sounds like while obviously there's your dad, there's also Eminem influence as well. You're a fan of M?
He's actually, like, he's definitely in my top 5, in my top 3. Like, he's, I grew up listening to more of him than even my father, because I got into M even first, because it was awkward for a minute for me to listen to my pops until I was like 12, 13, and then I didn't really listen to him a lot until I was like 15, 16 and started writing more. But I mean, 8 years old, popping in the Marshall, you know what I'm saying? Like
The
just,
classic Marshall Mathers LP.
And just hearing him, it was just so crazy. And then his freestyles, you get the Statue of Liberty, a high five, like all his like vivid depiction, like it was just crazy to me. So I fell in love with the way that he rapped and how he did it, and I guess that did have a big impact on me while I write my stuff as well.
She hit the homie with the homie down. So don't be proud, you don't own me now. Cause when you make it, we get spoiled like an only child. It's only pounds, and so I spit hot with hip hop. She just wanna whip pots and flip rocks, and shit's not quite what I expected. But she just wanna make a nigga fresh and well respected. Well, baby, I respect it.
I mean, you say that some people have said, that you found your pops' rhyme books and things like that. What part has your father played in what you do now?
Oh, he's the bar that I set. Like, he's that never ending goal, in a sense. Like, a lot of people dare to say that I could be better than my father, or that I've already reached that, but like, I truly and I feel flattered. I mean, I might even blush when they say that, but to keep it real, I don't think I'm anywhere near him. Right. Yeah, so for him to be that bar that's set for me to constantly reach for, or sometimes when I try to figure out, like, how do I approach a track like this? You know what I'm saying? Son, I'm not new, or maybe it's a track for the ladies, or maybe it's a track, something else. So I'm like, let me see how my father approached it. Let me see that. So I learn from the people before me, and not only is he a bar, but he's like a point of reference sometimes. When I'm wondering, like, okay, did I do this properly? I'm like, he did this, and he's the greatest. So I probably did it okay.
I mean, recently, obviously, you've been doing a lot of press and things. I've been seeing you on, all these different shows online. Obviously, they do always talk about your pops. I mean, does it ever annoy you that they're always asking about it? Because there are certain rappers out there who, you know, are related to somebody great or whatever, and they're always compared, and they fucking hate that shit. But you seem to like kind of really embrace it.
At first, I got annoyed. I was more annoyed by it. But like when I first started my career, but it wasn't so much that we was talking about him. It was that like I was trying to get out of his shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like with the baby pun name. That's why my name is Chris Rivers now. My last name is Reels. Reels just means rivers in Spanish. It's my name. You know what I'm saying? And I was baby pun at first, and I was like, I need to get out of his shadow and establish my own identity. Because even if my pops wasn't a rapper, I would still be doing this. So at first, when they would ask me so many questions, I'll go to interviews. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put myself, and literally every single question was about my pops, and I was just like, and it'll irk me. And then like as I got more comfortable as an artist and more comfortable as a person, like I said, I'm 21, so I started rapping in my pivotal age of like figuring out who I was. So like as I got more comfortable as a human being and as an artist, and like more people are noticing me as my own artist and calling me Chris Rivers is cool. Like so now to the point where people bring up my pops, like I know I just let them indulge. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm indulged because I'm the closest they could probably get to my father, and they haven't met him and stuff like that. So like I'm considerate of that, and to see the excitement and the glisten in their eyes, it's just like, yo, like they're happy, they're giving my father respect. I'm the close. Like let me let them indulge in it. Like I add, you know what I'm saying? So it's a positive like feel, because then they respect you more. Than if you let them get that, then they won't do it again, and now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it was promotion as well for you, because the thing is, you always need that hook. Yeah. So I guess that was the hook, because you could have just come on like any other, like, you know, no-name rapper, and nobody would want to listen to it, and especially now.
Exactly, and I tried, like, and people respect me a lot for that, like, in a sense, like, I don't really bring my father's name into the mix unless it's brought into the mix. And prior to that, like I never bring it up. I never introduce myself as his son, or even, you know, I never bring up the pun name or use that to get stuff. But that did open up a lot of doors for me. I also can't deny the pros of it. Like there's a lot of pros to it. There was cons as well, but I'm grateful for everything that he does or did, and even after his death. But at the same time, it's just like, it's awesome. Like I try to just move with positivity. Like I'm just happy. Like,
you seem to be real happy.
Yeah, I just try to be as happy as I could at all times.
I've noticed something else as well, meeting you today. You talk real fast, just like you spit. Yeah. It's not a problem. Yeah. It's just like, man, you basically rap when you talk too.
Yeah. You know what it is? I don't even notice how fast I talk until I listen back. Like I'll watch this and be like, yo, I gotta, and I do a lot of incomplete thoughts, and I realize my pops did that a lot in interviews too. Like some of his mannerisms, even verbally, got passed down. But sometimes I just feel like I have so much to say and so little time to say it, and I just like try to get it all out. Yeah.
Do you remember much about your childhood at all? And you know, like you said, your father passed when you were 6. Like, do you remember any of it at all?
Bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it was bad, but some of it was good. And like I remember being on in the studio a lot. But like I said, I was a kid, so I wasn't so much in the actual creative space with them. But I played a hell lot of arcade games. They had Crazy Taxi. They had So like I remember we was basically living in the studio, and sometimes we would live in hotels. Depending on like where my father was, where he had to be at the time. So like, as a kid, like looking back, I realized how crazy it is. But as a kid, it was normal to me because
it was fun.
Exactly. So I had so many we was in so many different pools and stuff, and I got to go on tour with him one time. And it's funny because I guess my teachers knew who my father was. I must have missed like 3 months of school. You know what I'm saying? I still passed. Like it was on
exactly what you said. You just said they treat you differently.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And granted, that one helped out. And you know, for what it was worth, I was a smart kid. So you know, I still.
So you passed school and everything.
I still passed. Yeah. I still passed the test. Yeah. I graduated. I did all that.
That's
like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Not a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? So and you know.
Well, they do, but not people that jump straight into the rap game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, straight out.
To get that straight. We're not talking.
When I got my diploma, I was like, all right, it's rap time. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like growing up with him, it was fun. He was a crazy prankster. He would come. I remember one time he gave us all, when Super Soakers first came out, you remember Super Soakers? So he gave us, we kids, so he gave us the little handheld ones. He's like, okay, all 3 of y'all versus me, I'll meet y'all outside. So me and my sisters is ready. We got our little pistols. He came out with the OD Terminator with the water backpack, like it was a fire hose.
Like he was Bane in Batman.
Yeah, like a fire hose. So he came out and just started this, like it was, but he did funny stuff like that all the time. Like the pranks was crazy, and it was, you know what I'm saying. So he was definitely a jokester. He had a crazy sense of humor. It was interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Staying on your childhood, we were talking before we jumped on camera about all the reading you used to do, and you're saying you used to read loads of shit like Harry Potter and stuff, and your mother used to punish you.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how, like break that down for me, because I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, like yeah, my mom's like, I'm a big dude. I got big pretty fast, and my father used to make us box when we was kids. So my mom, after he passed, she was like, I ain't even gonna hit you anymore. Like for a while, she tried to hit and stuff, and then I was just like, Mom, come on, like, so like,
Come on, son.
come on, son. So she was like, you know what? And this is the worst punishment when they take away everything. They take away TV, they take away games, everything. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you either gotta look at the wall or read a book. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me a lot because I ended up loving books. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was awesome. Like, when I told you when I get kids, I'm gonna tell them a penny a page. You know what I'm saying? I'll give that incentive, and hopefully, because books is like a step into a whole new world. And as a writer, I think it's very important to read other writers' work. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be musical or whether it be poetic or whether it be novels. You know what I'm saying? But just to be able to create a whole world between two.
Yeah.
You know, paper bound. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to me. So I read a lot growing up, and I got really into it, and I think it's dramatically helped my musical creation.
Okay.
It ain't hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. The mic is contacted. So analyze me, deprive me, try to sanitize me, dumb it down to try to glamorize my samurai swing.
Fast forward into now.
Yeah.
You are at the moment you're currently releasing a freestyle every week on top of someone else's beat. Yeah. Kind of like how when 50 first came out and basically introduced that kind of thing, you're doing that. And we were saying that you came in at the right time because Fab's freestyles were just about to finish, Styles P's were just about to finish, and Jada's were just about to finish. So I mean, break down your reasoning behind that.
Yeah, man, I was in you know, shout out to Styles, Jada, all of them, Fab, like the big bros, and I was in the studio with him, with Styles, and he was you know, he's so hungry still. Like he doesn't need to be. He's a vet. He's solidified. He got everything. But like I'm telling you, when I'm sleeping on the couch in the studio breaking night, he's on the other couch. Like still to this, you know, to this day. Right. So he's been releasing freestyles, and he's like, if this person puts out 2, I'm gonna put out 3. And if this guy got 4, I'm gonna put out 5. Like he's like that. So I was just like, yo, like I can't get outworked.
That's hip hop right there.
That's hip hop. I'm like, I'm in the presence of greatness, and I'm in the presence of someone working so hard. I'm like, I gotta start putting out these freestyles. So we start putting it out every Friday, and every Friday you can check it out on a SoundCloud, Freestyle Friday. Every Friday is epic bars over old tracks. Right. And then recently we've been putting out also collaborative tracks from the new tape we got coming out, MC, that's coming out October 15th. And we've been putting that, so we've been doubling up a 1-2 punch every Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show people we working real hard.
Will the freestyles ever stop?
I don't know. Like, we definitely doing it at least up until the tape drops. But the freestyles, they're so fun. But we're teetering, we're jump roping with that fine line. Like right now, I know they won't stop because we're still at a point in our career where we're in that in between stage where we got to stay in people's faces. Yeah. We got to super stay in people's faces because people are fickle. Viewers are fickle. So if you're not
forget about you in a week.
Exactly, because there's everybody in their mom raps. So you might fall in love with young Flapjack over, you know what I'm saying, whatever his name,
Young Flapjack,
whatever the new cool rapper is, and in that 1 week where I didn't put the freestyle out, now you forget about Chris Rivers. So until we get to the status where like where we're a little higher status, so we got more of that dedicated fan base and people checking for you regardless, I think that's when we'll slow it up because now you don't want them to get tired of you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do it politically and it's like chess. You know what I'm saying? So right now, people still want more, so we're going to give them more. Once they're at a point where they're ready to fall in love and we don't want them to get tired of it, then we're gonna pull back a little bit, let them want it some more and then do it. Yeah.
I remember when Raekwon did it, he was dropping a track every week, and then he actually ended up putting it out on one mixtape, and it was just full. It was just chalk. Are you going to do something like that?
You know, there's talks of it. We got some stuff where we might take and granted we can't if we wanted to sell it, obviously we can't do it with the beats, but we was thinking like making almost like a whole tape with like kind of like we remake like new beats for the freestyles, rap over, and then kind of build songs around it because those verses are hard off the front. And not to brag or boast myself up, but those things are dope. But so we like, you know what? Some people don't want these all in one package, you know what I'm saying? So we might do that, and then just so that because they already been out, we'll remix the beats, add some stuff to the song, you know, to them, and you know, just repackage it and put it out for the people who's, you know, really dedicated fans and who wants it. And I think that'd be extra dope for people.
So there's a lot of music coming out.
A lot of music. We got we got this project coming. We had a surplus. We had to trim it down. We got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that people haven't heard yet. Like when I say we putting a song out every week, that's like I'm in the studio every week laying 3, 4, 5 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like every week consistently, almost every day, just going in and going hard. So we got a lot of music, and we just trying to get it to you people as fast as possible.
When you say we, who's we? Is that your team?
Yeah, I always say we because I can't take the credit for entire credit for what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my mom told me get people around me could trust. We got the unit. I got my managers, and I got Whispers. He runs a lot with me. He's the other rapper, and you know what I'm saying. Like, and we move as a unit and as a consensus. And a lot of people forget that. Just because it seems like one person is great, I may be the guy in the front, but there's people behind me pushing me. You know what I'm saying? So when I say we, I really try to be big on that teamwork and let people know that they appreciate it. So I like to say we more than I, because it's a team. Yeah.
Salute to the team, definitely, 100%, 100%. So the tape is called MC.
Yeah.
And you said it's out October
15th.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you can tell us about it? Like, you know, I know everybody always says, are there any features? Who's producing what? Like, you know, give us a kind of a roundup.
Definitely. It's called MC, and you know, for people who know, obviously Master of Ceremony, that's the mic, but it's we named it that because you wanted it to have multiple definitions. The main one we're going behind is medicated consumption. You know what I'm saying? And not to say like it's all druggy and stuff like that, but more so in the sense of like we wanted to give people something that they need. You know?
Yeah, hip hop is a drug.
Exactly. Hip hop in itself is a drug. Music is if there was one thing in this world that was perfect, it's music. And I don't know about you, but I can't go a day without it. You know what I'm saying? So exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I can't go a day without it. So doesn't that sound like a drug? So this is medicated consumption. That's how we had the cover and stuff like that. And it was actually originally supposed to be just a collaborative tape. Right. So just a bunch of features and stuff like that. So we do have, but dealing with other rappers, not every rapper is super reliable. So some didn't meet the deadline. So we got a few collabs on the tape. Collaborative songs on the tape, but then we filled in the blanks with some solo tracks and stuff like that. So we got people like I got the song list here just to pull it out. So
we won't put any of the rappers who didn't get in on time on blast. But you can tell me that afterwards because I'd be interested to know.
Let me see. You know, I got Styles P. I got my boy Osmond Benjamin, of course. I got Dice Payne.
Shout out to Oz, by the way, for hooking us up.
Jaron Benson. I got Whispers on it. I got Bodega Bams. That's the one we just put out. Sheik Luch. We put that one out today. I got one there with Sheik Luch. I got one with Uncle Murda. Denzel Porter. Let me see. Probably one or two more I don't have on the list. But yeah, basically, so we got them, and it's a lot of people. Like we weren't trying to reach out too far for the collabs. We wanted it to be like really like people that we've met along the way and let them know like, yo, listen, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mess with you. Mm-hmm. You my boy. Let's do these. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I like it. It was fun. And on each song, I try to, because with this one, I try to show them the versatility. Just like the name of the tape, MC is versatile. You could flip the meaning of that 100 ways. I wanted to show people how versatile I am. So, in each song that I'm on with that person, I don't just come with my style. I sent them something that sounded like they would get on, and I kind of went with their type of style. Okay. So, you see me with a bunch of different styles, because Styles P raps a lot different than Jaron Benton, and Sheik Luch raps a lot different than Osmond Benjamin. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but then you see me in all these different worlds, and I'm killing it in each one. So it's like, sorry about that. So I'm killing it in each one. So
you're a spitter, son.
Yeah, I'm a spitter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm killing it in each world. So just to show people the versatility and just to have the tape have so many feels in it, and I think it's dope. It's dope.
A track that you did recently really popped up on my radar was the joint you did with llmind and Joell Ortiz.
Yeah.
Yo, that album is one of my favorite albums of 2015. And where your track is, it's the fourth to last record. Okay. Those last 4 records, in my opinion, are perfect. They literally closed that tape out perfectly. And I told llmind that. I sent a message to Joell to tell him that, and the love has just been crazy on the album. I actually had to order it online from the UK to be delivered to my house because I wanted a physical because it's crazy. Definitely. How did you even get on that tape? Is it just because of your ethnicity?
You know what? I met that song.
Oh, by the way, to the people that don't know, the record is called
The project is called...
No, the track that you guys were on.
The track is called Latino.
Latinos, that's right. So that's why I said the ethnicity, so if people were wondering.
Yeah, so it's called Latinos, you know what I'm saying? So obviously the fact that I am Latino does play a part.
Puerto Rico!
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like I met Joell on a few occasions, you know what I'm saying? And he has a lot of respect and admiration for my pops. And as I became more of an artist, he developed, the respect for me and stuff like that as an artist. So really with that one, when he was thinking of the Latinos, like, I didn't ask him how he deciphered who he wanted on it. But when you think about Spanish rappers on the rise right now, or even like that, like he thought of my name, so it was cool. So he just reached out really and asked us. And he was like, yeah, definitely. Told her who else was on it, Bodega Bams, Amelia Rojas, and them boys is nice too. So we just did it right. You know what I'm saying? Like it was it was dope. And I was like, I'm on the track with these monsters. Let me kill the verse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, your verse was hard.
I said, hold up.
It was hard.
The champ is here. Cassius Clay in his prime. The Mike Tyson, Bruce Lee, and Stephen Hawkins of rhymes. You know, like that whole thing. I was just trying to establish, like, the champ is here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known.
You're really here.
Nigga, the champ is here. Cassius Clay in his prime. The Mike Tyson, Bruce Lee, and Stephen Hawkins of rhymes. Combined with Einstein's mind and then refined like his wine. I write divine lines and fill my time by filling these dimes. Fill my satisfaction with valid rapping and man, I'm clapping. In fact, I haven't felt emotions as poets since daddy's passing. I'm a Marilyn Manson, the pattern, relaxing, fast to acid. I got true religion genes. If I kill you, it's acts of passion. I'm a dragon, rap arrow from attitude, slide your laterals. Aptitude is ample to pass on the rap masters who master it. Cracking rips, like collapsing animals.
Are you on any other projects at the moment that we might have missed?
Yes, I know I'm on Styles P's album that just dropped. I'm on there. I'm gonna be on a few of those Locks albums.
There was some controversy behind that, right? It got leaked.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It got leaked. It was supposed to come out in October. It got leaked almost 2 months prior to that. As far as I know, I don't know who leaked it or how, you know what I'm saying, but they made the best of the situation, you know, of course, and even though it was leaked, it still did tremendously well, you know what I'm saying, so that just gives more kudos to the
I need to hear your verse on that.
Yeah, definitely. It's on the track called Coming Together, you know what I'm saying, so it's dope. Whispers is on there, so I'm on that project, on a few more, and we've been sending out crazy amounts of music. I'm on K Slade just hit me, got me on his new
Drama King.
Yeah, the Drama King is in. Yeah, so I'm on that. He always hits me. Shouts to K Slade, man. And like, yeah, so like it's really like I can't remember. I'm in such like tape finishing frenzy mode. Right. I can't remember exactly all the stuff that I've been on, but I'm trying to be everywhere. So everywhere you look, it's this right here. Yeah.
It's that smile, that Gap smile. Gap Gang.
Yeah.
Gap Gang. So where do you see your career taking you? Like, what's the end goal? Because, you know, people don't buy records like they used to. However, I was just having a conversation with Ed Lover, and we were talking about how J. Cole, Kendrick, Logic, these are guys who are real spitters, and they're becoming successful and bringing that 360 back round, and Ed Lover thinks that it's going to come back. So there is definitely a place for you in that. So, you know, is hip-hop music your end goal, or is there other stuff you want to do?
Just to piggyback off of that statement too, I also agree that it's coming back. I feel like the underground and the mainstream are starting to become a little balanced, because you got these people who's really artistically dope also becoming prevalent in those fields, so that's dope. But musically, I think really, like, hip-hop to me is it's a passion, it's a culture, and it's a catalyst, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it may be my end goal, you know, artistically, but where does it take? I mean, I'm not going to be rapping when I'm 45 and 50, and so, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I want through my musical career to make certain accomplishments and be renowned in certain lights that I'm able to jump off and help people in different ways, not just musically, because some people walk up to me and tell me that my song saved their life, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, sometimes I don't know how that song did, but that changes to know that's why I wanted to rap growing up, whether I was having a horrible day or I was sleeping on a bench or doing whatever I was doing, but music was the one thing that had to keep me sane and to save my life. So if I could use that to save someone else's, then that's amazing. And then just in general, I love speaking. I love helping people. So if I could establish that in my career, if I could help them musically or just make people feel good, and like Styles P told me, he was like, you got to establish what you want to be. Like, what some people want to be the king, some people want to be the greatest, or some people want to be this. He was like, I want to be the hardest. So now you listen to Styles, you're like, I think he established that.
He said that a lot.
Yeah, you hear him, he's like, yo, that was hard. Like, you hear Styles a lot, so I had to establish what I want, and like, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I don't know, part of me wants to be the nicest. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, like, you know, my father said.
I was going to say, your pop said that, right?
ever. Yeah, he said, I am the nicest ever. And I want
that was on the surgery with the chainsaw.
Yeah, with the chainsaw. Yeah, you want to wild out, you want to dance, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And I really want to be the nicest that in 100 years from now, people are still having a hard time competing with my best verses. You know what I'm saying? And to be so prolific, and I work every day on my craft, and to become to that point where I'm like, yo, this is who I am. It's not just what I do, but it's who I am. So I really want to establish that. But all in all, I want to be obviously very successful in this field, but I also want to use it to catapult myself into different fields where I can help people. Where that is so far, I don't know. Like, I'm 21, like I said, so I still got at least another 10 years in this, and hopefully by then I figure out what maneuvers I want to make and what's the next thing for Chris.
At least 10 years. That would be 31. I think you've got plenty of mileage in there. Like, shit, look at LL Cool J.
Yeah, exactly. Ladies love Cool James, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so, and some people, and obviously, like you're saying, like back when they respect hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? So I might, even if I'm retired over here, I might still be...
Just come and live in London.
Yeah, come sell, let me sell out Coliseums over there and just give them the blessings, yeah.
Dope. I mean, shit, you've just dropped a lot of gems.
Oh, man, thank you.
I don't even know where else to take it. I just need to sign off and just absorb all of that myself. And I'm sure everybody watching needs to do the same shit as well. So thank you very much for joining me. And salute and keep doing what you're doing. My man. Nice. Peace.
All lives matter, right? For some it's hard to validate without the glamour of lights. Move the moving ounces in my hands like amateur fights. And never looking in your future often damage your sight. But it's alright, cause your shoes ain't got no creases in them. Your fridge is empty, but your shoes ain't got no heat.